Tamina, an Afghan girl, is suffering from a heart condition. She was able to receive free heart surgery thanks to the Good People organization, which is an international aid group based in Korea. After arriving in Korea, she went to Sejong General Hospital in Bucheon, where she received heart surgery within a couple of days. Tamina receives corrective surgery for her heart, and her mother, Jamela, goes to see her daughter after the surgery. On the day of Tamina's surgery, Tamina was whisked away to the intensive care unit after undergoing heart surgery. 5 hours of surgery is a long time for a young 14-year-old girl to endure. Jamela and Mrs. Moon hasten to the intensive care unit to see Tamina. She is thankful her daughter endured the surgery without a problem, but her heart becomes heavy when she sees Tamina in pain. With mixed feelings of happiness and pain for her daughter, Jamela can't stop herself from crying. A while later, the heart surgeon tells Jamela how the surgery went.
심장 안에 이제 구멍이 있는 거 한 1.5cm 되는 구멍을 이제 막아줬어요.
Hearing that the surgery was a success, Jamela sincerely thanks the doctor.
지금 현재는 수술은 잘 된 것 같고 보통 이제 하루 정도 지나면 애기가 이제 많이 회복되고 하면 일반 병실로 올라갈 수 있지 않을까 싶습니다. 그리고 애기는 특히 여자이기 때문에 이제 우리 피부 절개를 좀 적게 해서 미용적인 것도 고려해서 수술을 했습니다. 하여튼 경과는 조금 더 지켜봐야 될 것 같습니다.
Jamela has dreamt of the day her daughter is well again, and that dream has finally become a reality.
Good people, thank you so much. A lot of good people. Doctor, good people. God, first God.
One day after Tamina's surgery, after recovering from surgery in the intensive care unit, Tamina is moved to a regular inpatient care room. Mrs. Moon's husband, Baek Min-hyun, drops by the hospital to see Tamina. He is currently deployed in Afghanistan as a Korean International Cooperation Agency, KOICA, representative. Tamina looks relieved to see him. But her expression of relief only lasts for a moment. Tamina cries out in pain from the after effects of the surgery. Baek Min-hyun is saddened to see Tamina in pain. Tamina's luggage, which was lost when she took a connecting flight, has finally arrived at the hospital. Tamina stops complaining about her pain, overjoyed to have her precious belongings returned.
이게 탑이나 저기 손팔찌 액세서리예요.
Tamina loves to wear accessories. She's so happy to reunite with her accessory bag that all her pain seems to have disappeared. Mrs. Moon and her husband share these happy moments with Tamina. And Tamina has also developed a special bond with the Korean people.
패션 잘했어요. 뽀뽀했어?
در افغانستان بسیار کمک بزرگ و کلان که امروز ما کدو مستر پیتر و خانمش بود که امروز ما بسیار کمک دگریا نمی بودن ما هیچ بلد نبودیم ما هیچ خبر هم از گود پیپل انجوی گود پیپل نداشتیم مستر پیتر بسیار یک آدم مهربان است و خانمش هم بسیار یک زن خوب است مهربان است تهمینه هر وقت پیتر پدرم است و خانمش مادرم است امروز ما بسیار کمک کرده ما بسیار زیاد تشکر میکنیم از گود پیپل از مستر پیتر و خانمش بسیار زیاد تشکر
Later in the afternoon, we caught up with Pek Min Hyun again at another hospital in Seoul. Pek Min Hyun is a KOICA officer stationed in Afghanistan. He has briefly returned to Korea to escort a group of Afghan medical professionals who have come to receive training on eradicating tuberculosis. Tuberculosis is an epidemic in Afghanistan. 1 out of 3 Afghan people have contracted the disease. However, a lack of medical facilities and trained doctors makes it difficult to halt the spread of the disease. Tuberculosis is a highly contagious disease. Afghans need to adopt prevention measures to contain it. To help in this endeavor, KOICA has invited medical professionals from Afghanistan to teach them how to prevent tuberculosis infections.
You can feel us, what we do, what we feel, because you have passed the war and you know. Please help us, support us. We need your strong support. Thank you again, KOICA, Korea, and KIT for everything they done for me.
아프가니스탄에 그동안 23년 동안 전쟁을 통해서 의료시설 같은 것들이 많이 파괴됐습니다. 지난 5년간 그 해외 원조 사회, 국제사회로부터 수많은 기자재와 약은 충분히 공급받고 있지만 아직도 그걸 치료할 수 있는 인력이라든지 굉장히 부족합니다. 또한 TV에서도 이런 결핵 관리에 대해서 중요한 그런 캠페인도 TV 광고가 나올 정도입니다.
KOICA is a non-profit organization funded by the government. It helps developing countries while also reducing poverty around the world. These aid programs have fostered friendly relationships between Korea and other developing countries.
KOICA is a Korean government's official entity that gives assistances to developing countries for their economic and social development. Under the motto Cooperation for a Better World, KOICA pursues the sustainable development and poverty reduction of the developing countries. To achieve the goals, KOICA has been actively conducting a lot of programs and projects on 7 main sectors that are education, health, governance, information and technology, rural development, industry, and environment. KOICA also actively participating in humanitarian assistances in the cases of world natural disasters.
A few days later, Tamina received a surprise visit. After she received surgery, Tamina most craved pizza. Lee Jae-kwang of Good People has brought pizza as a special treat for Tamina.
태미나가 이제 몸이 많이 나아져서 일반 병원 음식 말고 일반 음식을 먹을 수 있는데 그 중에 제일 먹고 싶은 음식 중에 하나가 피자라고 그래서 이게 피자를 저희가 구입해서 병원에 가지고 왔습니다.
Tamina ate pizza once before, and it quickly became one of her favorite foods. So when she came to Korea, she wanted to try the pizza here.
타미나 전 피자 맞아더라? 보고해. 빨리. 맞아요?
There's also fried chicken. It's a wonderful time for Tamina as her friend from Good People has brought more treats with him. Tamina's face glows with happiness. Mrs. Moon and Jamela enjoy the delicious pizza. Pizza is hard to find in Afghanistan, and so the family enjoys every bite. While enjoying the tasty food, Tamina receives another present. The Good People staff presents her with a small photo album containing pictures of her and her family. Tamina's family doesn't have any family photos. Tamina had hoped to take family photos in Korea to remember her special time here. Meanwhile, after meeting Tamina, Lee Jae-gwang stops by the social business office at Sejong General Hospital. He has come to talk with the staff about Tamina's surgery, as well as the surgeries for other young patients with heart afflictions. Now that Tamina has become the first recipient of the Good People organization's aid program, it is extending help to more children. Sejong General Hospital will also participate in this program as a partner. One sunny day, Tamina goes up to the rooftop of the hospital building. Since undergoing surgery, she has become more appreciative of the things she once took for granted. Tamina looks up at the sky. Flowers under the sky and a warm sun. Everything looks beautiful to Tamina. Everybody wants to look their best for friends and loved ones. While looking at the beautiful flowers, Tamina appreciates being with her mother and sister. Tamina's family relaxes as Tamina continues to get better. A few days later, at the hospital, Tamina's family is preparing to go out. It's Tamina's first outdoor trip since getting surgery. It's also an opportunity to see Korea's countryside. Tamina's family arrives at an amusement park that also has a zoo. Tamina has wanted to visit a zoo since arriving in Korea. They arrive at the zoo at last. A nurse from Sejong General Hospital has come with Tamina because she still needs to take health precautions. Before they walk in, the nurse makes sure Tamina takes her medication. Mrs. Moon also accompanies Tamina's family on this special family trip. Jamela is especially happy to go on a family outing with Mrs. Moon, who helped her daughter undergo heart surgery. Tamina cannot contain her excitement as she walks around the zoo. She's intrigued by all the exotic animals.
우리를 위해서 수영을 하네. 아, 헤리스, 펜시 헤리스 이 사인 카드. 어?
다 커블라스.
커브라스?
버그와시 홀다스.
아, 이 아말 디덴 칼럼 헤리스. 어?
다 아우 보시니까.
아, 어? 네.
Jamela and Tamina gape at a man-made waterfall. It's actually their first time seeing a waterfall. Mother and daughter pose for a photo in front of the fall. Tamina starts running toward a ride that catches her eye. She stands before a merry-go-round. Tamina is mesmerized at the sight of the ride. But considering she recently had heart surgery, the doctors forbid her from getting on any of the rides. Tamina cries and pouts and cannot be cheered up. But everything's forgotten in a matter of moments. The reason? They're off on a safari to see lions and tigers, which are animals Tamina especially likes. Tamina's family is eager to take the safari tour. Tamina's sister, Kibela, also seems to be happy. Tamina can't wait to see the wild animals at the zoo. The lions take lazy naps under the sun, seeing a tiger with her own eyes. This makes Tamina very excited. And another of Tamina's wishes was granted.
ما اینجا بسیار زیاد خوش هستم. از کل مردم کره بسیار زیاد تشکر میکنم. 감사합니다.
2 days before Tamina is scheduled to leave Korea, she wears a traditional Afghan dress to go visit the Good People office.
저 테미나 오늘 의상이 굉장히 이쁜데 뭐 어디 가요?
지금 쿠자메렌
دفتر good people. افغان درس. ما بسیاری را خوش دارم.
Tamina's family has come to the Good People's office so Jamila can express her thanks to the organization. The Good People staff greets Tamina's family just as warmly as when they first met.
تشکر 감사합니다. 아주 بسیار خوب است.
My mission, my pleasure. 건강하게 해서 학교도 이제 3학년밖에 하다가 말았으니까 학교 계속 할 수 있도록 되고 또 중학교, 고등학교 계속 잘 자라서 아프가니스탄의 훌륭한 여자가 됐으면 좋겠고 또 좋은 결혼해서 훌륭한 사람 되기를 우리는 희망한다고 얘기해 주세요.
زندگیش دوباره به دستش آمد. ما بسیار خوش شدیم از رئیس گود پیپل از کلی تشکر میکنیم. تشکر بسیار.
Small shoes for your daughter.
Tamina receives a special gift today. She's given a pair of shoes by the staff so she can wear them when she goes out to play with friends.
تشکر. 감사합니다.
May God bless you.
The next day, Tamina's family has another busy day ahead. Tamina's family had been given free round-trip tickets to Korea thanks to the generosity of Korean Air. Jamila has come here to personally thank the airline. Before leaving Korea, Jamila meets with the people who helped her daughter and thanks each and every one of them.
ما را مفت از دبی تا اینجا آورد و امروز ما مفت میریم. با بسیار زیاد از شما تشکر میکنیم. بسیار زیاد تشکر میکنیم. و همچنان از تمام مردم کره از گود پیپل از کلی ما بسیار خوش هستیم. بسیار مردم مهربان است. بسیار مردم واقعا بشر دوست است. تشکر بسیار.
수술 이렇게 받게 돼서 아주 저희도 기쁘게 생각을 하고요. 또 굉장히 보람 있게 생각을 합니다. 이제 돌아가면은 친구들하고 마음껏 뛰어놀고 이제 공부도 이제 열심히 이제 할 수 있겠네요.
제일 하고 싶은 게 공부예요.
예. 자.
Tamina receives more gifts from the Korean Air manager. She gets a model airplane and school supplies she can use when she returns to Afghanistan.
잘 되겠어요.
تشکر 감사합니다. 매우 감사합니다.
Then Tamina asks Mrs. Moon to interpret her words.
아, 카드를 주시면 메일을 보내고 싶다고.
제가 카드를 준 가장 어린 사람입니다.
감사합니다.
그래. 예, 감사합니다. 예, 감사합니다. 굿피플에서 좋은 사업을 펼치신 것에 저는 같이 동참을 한 거고요. 뭐랄까 국경을 초월해 가지고 질병으로 고통받고 있는 그런 사람들을 돕는 일은 기업이 해야 될 중요한 일 중에 하나라고 저희는 생각을 하고 있습니다. 그래서 저희는 동참을 하게 됐습니다.
Finally, it's the day Tamina leaves for Afghanistan. Mrs. Moon and Lee Jae-gwang of Good People are busy preparing Tamina for her flight. They organize Tamina's medical records so she can receive medical checkups in Afghanistan. Mrs. Moon will leave for Afghanistan later, so she gives Jamila instructions about Tamina's medication. When the nurses heard that Tamina was leaving soon, they prepared a gift for her as well.
Say goodbye.
The nurses hope Tamina and her family will remain together through good times and bad. The young girl is happy to receive the thoughtful gift, and her mother is very thankful too.
That's beautiful. So beautiful. Thank you. So beautiful.
Jamila thanks each and every nurse who cared for her daughter. Tamina is sad as she says goodbye to the nurses who felt more like sisters to her. Many people have come to say farewell. Tamina's family is at the airport to board their return flight to Afghanistan. Mrs. Moon and Lee Jae-gwang double-check the luggage and help Tamina's family with the boarding process. Tamina will never forget her experience in Korea.
اینجا که چیز تر شده کلش در افغانستان میگیم قسم میکنیم در افغانستان 감사합니다. Thank you.
그동안 이제 20일 동안 있으면서 이제 가족처럼 저희들이 같이 여러 이제 봉사자들하고 같이 이제 지냈었는데 이제 돌아가게 된다고 생각하니까 벌써 이제 비행기에 이제 오른다고 생각하니까 벌써 이제 좀 아쉽고요. 그렇지만 이제 거기에 돌아가가지고 건강한 모습으로 이제 정상적인 생활을 할 수 있다고 생각하니까 또 상당히 저희들 기쁘고요. 향후에도 지속적으로 이제 애프터 서비스를 해가지고 그 타미라가 현지에서 아주 건강한 사회인으로 성장할 수 있기를 이제 바라겠습니다.
It's time to say farewell. Mrs. Moon and Tamina's family hug each other tightly. They will see each other soon in Afghanistan. Saddened by the thought of parting with good friends, Jamila cries. It seems she will never forget the friendly Koreans she befriended.
We'll miss you. We'll miss you.
Cry for me. Meet again.
Oh yes. Sometime in the near future we'll visit Kabul.
And Tamina's 15-day journey in Korea has finally come to an end.
ولی که ما افغانستان میریم دل ما بسیار خوش است با وطن خود به صحت کامل تهمینه جان خوب شد صحتش جور شد انسان نرمال شد ما بسیار زیاد خوش هستیم منتها با یک چیز بسیار زیاد خفه هستیم که شما و دوستا گود پیپل خودت کلگی بسیار زیاد مس میکنیم بسیار خوششدق میشیم خدا کنه که در آینده باز یک چانس برای ما مهیا شود که ما باز به کوریا بیاییم و این دوستای خودم ملاقات کنیم.
A 14-year-old Afghan girl, Tamina, was given the gift of life through the help of many people. The people who gave her new hope, and after giving her that hope, they were rewarded with a greater gift, an eternal spot in Tamina's heart.
우리 타미나는 커서 의사가 된다고 했지? 의사가 되어서 그 아프간에 어려운 사람들을 많이 도와줄 수 있는 그 훌륭한 사람이 되었으면 참 좋겠다. 사랑해. 많이 사랑한다.
Precious memories of Korea made over 15 days. Tamina regained her health in Korea and found hope for a better future. Now she wants to go back to school after she gets well. She also wants to become a doctor when she grows up. Tamina will now take strides to reach that goal.